Hey guys, it's Jen over at worldofjencraft.com, and this is our fourth and final card. This card I decided to keep pretty simple, and all I did was color my images, cut them out, and stick them on my card with a little bit of glimmer paper in the background, and I decided to call it good. I thought it looked sweet enough. So let's get to the supplies, which are very minimal, and then I'll show you how I put the card together. Memento Black Tuxedo is what I use to stamp my images. The Archival Black, Basic Black for my sentiment. The Magical Day stamp set and die set. I have a feeling this is not the last card you will be seeing using this set. I did use quite a few Stampin' Blends, so I will list the colors out on my video and then just kind of talk to you about how I did it. For your card itself, you're going to need a piece of Basic Black that is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. A piece of the Myths and Magic glimmer paper that is 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of Whisper White that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. 3 3/4 by 5, which is going to go on the inside of the card since I'm using a black card base. And then you'll just need a scrap to stamp out your images, which I have already pre-stamped, so I could go ahead and color them for you guys. As far as the coloring, again, I keep my coloring simple. I didn't do any shading except for just adding the darker Daffodil Delight in here and the darker Old Olive in here. But otherwise, everything is pretty darn simple to color in. The flames, if you saw my very first video, which I guess I didn't bring these out. So this is card number 1 from this series. This is card number 2, and this is card number 3. So if you watched my card number 1 and the way I colored in the flame, I used cherry cobbler and then pumpkin pie and kind of mixed the two colors together. So I had a little bit more of a, I don't know, a real flame, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color in my images, and I will fast forward as I do that. So now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and we are going to cut these guys out. I love, love, love the die set that goes along with this. So let me get all this lined up. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this all in one fell swoop, but we will see. Get my little dragon lined up. I think that looks good. And we'll get this little guy. This little knight is so stinking adorable. And then I might not be able to get these in, but let's see. That might work. I'm going to take a chance on that one. Alright, now that we have all of our pieces cut out, we're just going to go ahead and start assembling the card. So I totally cut this card base wrong. I will be right back when I have a card base that is cut correctly. Alright, and here I thought this video was going so smoothly. So you are not going to need a 4 1/4 by 11. You are going to need a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then you're going to score it at 4 1/4. So this is going to be the inside of our card, which is that 3 3/4 by 5. And that's just so we can write our sentiment or our greeting or whatever it is that you want to put on the inside of it. And then we're going to attach our glimmer paper. Ooh, all that extra glitter left over. All right. So that's just going to go on the front here. And then I'm going to pull out my red line and put it on the back of this because I want it to stick down onto that glimmer paper. This is a pretty nice adhesive, and we want it to stick and not fall off our card front. Alright, that's just going to go on here, and I just left a little bit of that glimmer paper peeking through the back side of this, which is why I kept it at that 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Let's go ahead and stamp on our sentiment before I forget, because I can hear you guys in the background saying, don't forget to stamp your sentiment. So I'm not. I'm doing it now, okay? This is just going to go up here in the corner. And then we're going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of our dragon. Our dragon? Yeah, that's what it is. I think I called it a dinosaur in one of my other videos. Did not catch that one until I was rewatching it after I had edited it and posted it onto YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I called it a dinosaur. Well, I guess dinosaur dragon, it kind of looks the same, but and yes, I do go back and watch my videos after I post them to YouTube just to kind of critique myself, even though I watch it, you know, obviously while I'm editing. So yeah. So there's that. Now that you know that I go back and watch them. Then this guy, I'm just going to throw on with some adhesive, which is right here in front of me. I thought with my dragon popped up, I really didn't feel the need to pop up my little knight as well. So he's just going to get stuck down there. And then my little flames, I'm just going to put them each on a little glue dot. So one's just going to kind of come out this way. And then I'm going to have another one kind of coming up, oh, I don't know, maybe like that. And then this last one is going to kind of be coming down, just skimming over the top of my little knight. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run my Wink of Stella all over my dragon so he's nice and sparkly. You guys know me and my Wink of Stella. I just gotta add a little bit of it. And I stayed away from it for a while, so I hope you're proud of me. I kind of went a little crazy for a while, but I really do think that it adds so much. Now I'm going to add a little bit on to each of our flames here. And then for the knight, I'm just going to add some to his little plume, his little shield, and then on his sword. And that is it. Super duper simple. You know, I kept going back and forth. Is there something else I should be throwing on here? You know, do I put maybe some little dots or something on? But I don't know. I tried, you know, I tried adding a few things here and there, but I kind of just like the simplicity of it. Just kind of tells a little story in and of itself. So this is it. This is our fourth and final card in our little mini series. And I thank you so much for sticking with me and watching. If you would like, I will have, well, dimensions, although they're pretty simple, and a supply list in a PDF format over on my blog, worldofgencraft.com, if you would like to go over there and check it out. Thanks again. I will talk to you guys later with something other than Magical Day. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.